Hello, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so you read the ominous title. What is that about? Let's get to the video.
What is Schmidt?
It's a natural deodorant. On Schmidt's website, they say from their point of view that we believe it's possible to make small yet effective changes to your lifestyle that benefits overall health. In an industry that's left us wanting more, we're committed to raising the bar and setting new standards for natural products. To us, the future of naturals is in quality, groundbreaking plant-powered formulas without compromising on ingredients or user experience. We're here to make natural products fun, accessible, and rewarding for everyone. We prioritize ingredients that are derived from nature. When developing our formulas, we look to innovative botanicals and mineral-derived ingredients that are packed with healthy benefits for our bodies. Everything we produce is manufactured without harming any animals, and we never purchase ingredients from suppliers that test their products on animals. Schmidt's is committed to staying certified vegan and cruelty-free. Schmidt's Naturals products are always free of aluminum, propylene glycol, SLS, PEG, parabens, phthalates, artificial fragrance, artificial flavor, artificial colorants, and artificial sweeteners. Obviously, those are things that us in the natural living world care about. We need to know about products like this. It is of utmost importance for our health, for our environment, for all that good stuff. In addition, why you should care and why I'm doing this, because natural DO is what I DO.
Because natural DO is what I DO.
Like so many others on this natural living journey, I have tried so many different deodorants, starting from back in the day where I used commercial or what you might call traditional deodorants. I had a lot of trouble with itchiness under my arms. I had trouble with darkness and problems with pain in my arms, sensitivity, all these kind of things, which made me understand that something that was in the deodorants weren't gelling with my body. So I went for a all natural kind of thing. And I've been put through the ringer with deodorants. Everything from Tom's of Maine to Jason's to making my own blend. I've been trying it out, trying to determine and discover something that really works well for my body. And yet I am still on the lookout. This is the Schmidts that I have tried. It's not the first one that they made. I've heard amazing things and read amazing things about the original, but I was not interested in using that because you have to like put it on with your fingers, and I don't like any kind of deodorant that I have to touch with my fingers. So I really wanted to have a spray or a roll-on for ease of application. When I decided to go for Schmidt's, this was obviously the one that I wanted to go for, which is the stick. I chose the bergamot and lime. Comment on how I pronounce that phonetically, but that's what I'm gonna just call it, bergamot and lime. I opted for this because I read that this was amazing, and this is the packaging. I have kept it exactly how I'd use it just to show you the problems. As you can see, there's residue there. If I don't wipe that away, it stays there. So that's one thing that I don't like about the packaging, but other than that, it's pretty durable. Unlike my Jason's deodorant, which all of the writing kind of peeled off, this has stayed pretty intact, which is good. I normally wouldn't leave it like that because I leave it in my bag, but I just wanted to show you what happens after using it. The smell of this deodorant, I read up before buying this on Schmidt's in general, and this was the fragrance that kept coming up, and so I wanted to try it. People were saying it was such a glorious smell, and to be honest, to be completely truthful to you, it is beautiful smell. One of the best deodorant smells that I've smelled ever. The texture is pretty creamy. but you also get that kind of, if you ever get baking soda and you mix it with water and you rub that between your fingers, it has a certain kind of granular feel, and it's the same with this deodorant. Because I opted for this version, which is the stick version, the only one that I've tried, the usability is very, very good in terms of if I'm out and I need to apply it, it's not too messy. You know, I can just take the cap off, roll it on. There are other deodorants where it's just a mess, where you'd have to do it literally after you got out the shower because you don't want to be just getting everything everywhere. So usability is, of all the deodorants in the natural world that I have tried so far, a big problem has always been durability. So in the beginning, when I would use Tom's and something like Jason, the problem was Tom's of Maine, I think they're probably, at least from my experience, one of the most old school of the natural deodorants, is one of the ones that was around back before people was into natural hype. I would wear that because I had problems with traditional deodorants, but it was always bad. What I mean is I would use it and it's fine, and then in the next 2 hours it's not. I'm like 15, 16. I don't remember to always bring it with me in my purse, so I would just be smelly after using that, and it was so embarrassing and it was problematic. And that was my first introduction into wearing natural deodorant. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work. As I tried more and more, that was one thing that was number one for reviewing. Does it last? What's the durability? I've tried some and I find the same kind of problems. So if it's not lasting throughout the day, I know, okay, this deodorant maybe isn't in the top spot. When it comes to Schmidt's, it does last. And I'm talking about, I can put it on in the morning, I can go to work for the entire day, I could go jump around, dance, whatever, and I won't need to reapply because this does last.
So what's the problem?
For me, the problem with Schmidt's and why I have an ominous title in relation to this is because it did literally destroy my underarms. So when I first got this 6 months ago, it was a sin. I was like in love with the smell. I felt like it glided on fine, easy to carry. The packaging is fine. Again, sometimes with some natural deodorants, the packaging doesn't hold up so much. Just problems. But with this, there wasn't many problems. There weren't any actually in the beginning, and I was really loving this deodorant. Over time, what started to happen was this soreness and redness and a bit of itchiness under my arms. The ingredients on this list, I'm going to pop them up there close so you can see. That's a good list to have because we don't have all of the extracurriculars that we do not need on our skin. I like a list like this. I like when I can pinpoint what is in something. If I can go out and get that ingredient myself without having to mix in a lab, I'm like, okay, that's more natural. That's how I like to live. So that is plus plus. In another one of my videos, I talk about trying to get beautiful underarms, which as you can see, I have yet to achieve. You see the darkness, the problems that I have under there. Initially, I thought that I was having problems under my arms because of shaving. So I've been doing for a month now this whole trying to cuten my underarms. I'm still in the process. You are going to see that video once it's complete if I ever get there. But anyway, I was trying this out and I'm thinking that it's to do with the shaving, so I'd stopped shaving and doing all this turmeric, lemon, bronzers, all this kind of things. Mostly because my underarms were sore and red and itchy, and I thought this has to be with the shaving. What else is going on? I'll just go to waxing. I went to waxing and I was still having the same problems. So the only other thing that was going on was my deodorant. When I stopped using the deodorant, I realized, okay, I don't have the itchy, I don't have the soreness, so it was really destroying my underarms. Not that it's a bad deodorant, but I think like so many others, it's the bicarb in it. But unfortunately, I find that if I don't have bicarbonate soda, which, sorry, is the same as baking soda, that it doesn't keep the smell at bay and it doesn't last all day. What I do now of a morning after I work out, I shower, I do some hardcore scrubbing with my Dr. Bronner soap under my arms, and I leave that on there for about maybe 5-10 minutes while I'm in the shower. Just let that soak in there. Rinse myself off. I put shea butter under my arms, and that's it. But you know, I do not like to waste, so I have bought this product. It is a good product. I'm not going to just throw it out after I've tried it for 6 months. I'm going to see this to the end. So what I do is I bring this with me to work, or when I'm out, it's always in my purse just in case I need it, because obviously without deodorant, you do need something that's going to sort you out if you're starting to smell. Overall, I would rate this a 7 out of 10. The 3 points are knocked off, obviously, because it has destroyed my babies. Right in the warning section, it says, for external use only, skin sensitivities may occur. Do not apply directly after shaving. Do not over apply or use on broken skin. Discontinue use if rash or irritation develops. Keep out of reach of children. That could just be a normal warning that they give on any kind of product, but I do find, or I did find, that the skin sensitivities may occur. Happened to me after using it for some time. So for the first 3-4 months, everything was fine. Towards the end, I was starting to get the irritation, which I'm not sure exactly why that is. I do like the Glide. As I said, it's handy to bring around. It's not messy, which is really good. Some of the deodorants, if you bring them out, they can melt in your purse, or they're so hard that you can't get them on. So this one is good for all of that. If it didn't give me that sensitivity, I would definitely be rating this at least a 9, because it's a good product.
Where can you buy it?
I bought mine at Berkeley Bowl in California, my favorite place in the whole world. But if you don't happen to live in California, or you're not going there to visit, you can get this on Amazon or eBay. I'll link everything down below. You can also get it possibly from your favorite health food store, but if you're outside of America, you might not be able to access it there. Would I recommend? Yeah, I'd recommend if you want a natural deodorant to try out. I do think it's a good deodorant. It's just a shame that the way that it pairs with me makes me sensitive to it. Love you. Bye!